Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Do remember to hit that like button. Hit that like button if you like. Hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to receive all notifications for new videos that come from this YouTube channel. You have to hit all when you select that notification bell. Hey, what's up, YouTube? This video here is about me explaining this channel being terminated for the first time back in February of this year, and which may help a lot of other YouTubers out there, you know, who are promoting pure truth, or just maybe videos in general on the YouTube channel platform that goes against, you know, or they deem that's what goes against their community guidelines that, you know, we're not aware of or we don't know. And in some cases, YouTube can terminate, you know, a person's channel without warnings or anything, you know, similar to my situation back in February. And I actually thought, you know, it was glitches or some clear mistakes on the end of Google, who owns YouTube. So we're about to dab right into it. So here's the email, you know, I had received that day from YouTube, and I'm just going to just read a little bit, you know, and you guys can read the whole thing if you like. It's going to be up in your screen. So it was dated February the 9th, 2022, you know, on a Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. But I had checked the email the next day around like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning, you know, when I seen that email. So here goes. It says, we have, and it's YouTube with the email. It says, we have reviewed your content and found severe or repeated violations of our community guidelines. Because of this, we have removed your we have removed your channel from YouTube. Content containing targeted harassment, including but not limited to stalking, threats, bullying, and intimidation is not allowed on YouTube. Additionally, content that includes vigorous insults based upon personal attributes such as protected group status or physical traits is not allowed on YouTube. Now, when they say protected groups, that just took my mind back to the alphabet community, in which years ago they had reported you know, material on this channel before, and I received 2 community strikes years ago, back in 2018, in reference to the alphabet community. You know, now when you're putting out, you know, truth that a lot of people may consider as offending them, whether it's the alphabet community or any type of other community that involves truth in reference to the scriptures, they will most likely report you. And of course, YouTube, you know, has paid moderators, watchdogs out there. And, you know, there are volunteers who are moderators, you know, YouTube channels with more so titled type of videos, such as if you're using what we call, as I just mentioned, the alphabet community. And some of you may know that are speaking the truth in reference to YouTube community guidelines, they may consider as bullying and intimidation, in which, as YouTube stated, that, you know, they do not allow that. You know, of course, many of us who put out the truth, whether from preachers who's really talking about the truth, or if you're just a regular YouTuber putting out the truth yourself with different direct topics and direct titles, whereas, you know, though it makes it more easier for those YouTube moderators to view and to flag, and, you know, those people out there who reports videos or who report certain words or certain sayings in your videos could be deemed as intimidation, could be deemed as like bullying and cyberbullying and harassment and things like that. So, you know, many may say it's unfair. It's true, you know, and these days, like, many more people are becoming more and more sensitive to the truth. You know, they seem to be becoming more else, you know. And you may have some moderators out there who may be one of those people, you know, who deem your videos as that, and you put it out, and, you know what I'm saying, that will create a violation, you know, in the sense of the YouTube community guidelines or therein, you know, whereas though YouTubers like me and others, we may say, hey, listen, this is what the truth says. But they see it as different. They see it as, you know, offend, intimidation, and things like that. Now, when I seen that email, when I got that notification from YouTube, of course, I was angry at the time. You know, when they terminated this channel. Yes, I was, because I received no notice. I received no notification, nothing, compared to, crazy videos as you see here on YouTube, such as, certain rap videos talking about killing, robbing. You even had one young rapper who was, what it made it seem like he was grinding on the character of the devil, and all that other nonsense that, that's being put out on here versus, things that have values to it as far as like the word of God, purposes to edify people in general, with the word of God. So it took about 10 appeals and 5 Google live chats with a service rep to get reinstated at that time. So if y'all look on the left hand side where you see those emails with the yellow O symbol, from Google, those were my appeals and more. I did get my channel back, reinstated at the time, maybe a week later, and then it was terminated once again. Then I had to speak to the YouTube team on Twitter.com, but I got it back again. But once you get your channel back, from my experience, you really don't have your channel back. You really don't. Because a lot of the videos on this channel that were in reference to the truth of God, a lot of the videos were restricted, limited, removed, flagged, and so much more. So it's very crazy on my end, not to mention, being shadow banned. If those who don't know what shadow banning is, Google what shadow banning is, and I know a lot of people letting me know that they don't see some of the videos, especially, it was a video called Faith and Doubt that I had put out that was flagged about 3 times and removed. So my channel, I know, is on, the watch list. Just last week, I believe, or about 2 weeks ago, I received a copyright claim, from UMG Records, which Cool Clyde, he had a video with the interview with Gino, and I'm not blaming Cool Clyde, but he had inserted, or whoever does his editing had inserted, a small clip of the rapper Drake in the video, in which I must have overlooked, but it's in that interview, and that's they deemed it as, a copyright claim from UMG Records. It seemed like every week or every other week, I'm always getting a notification in reference to, from YouTube about something on my YouTube channel. So I know if a third termination happens, on here, this channel here would be no more. So I'll be making another video, or a video in general, about other websites, other social media platforms that I promote the truth of God on, and I hope to encourage others, of these platforms, if you are not already on them, to push the message even more, because there's so much more platforms out there that you can push videos on. And I also have a backup channel which is cleared from any type of strikes or community guideline strikes or whatever. For sure, have a backup channel, for sure. And also, with the videos, make sure you are putting your videos on a flash drive, saving it, save your material, so you'll have it, because you just never know with YouTube. You just never know. You could look it up. YouTube could terminate your channel at any time, without a notice at all. I'm Tony Harvin. I'm concluding. Thank you all for tuning in. Peace.